But if you're also telling yourself that you needed to see Charlotte hold the SmackDown Women's title for 2 fucking weeks before this match, and you're like, okay, now I'm on board. Go fuck yourself. Oh, I need to start writing down Twitter handles and calling people out, because that was the dumbest fucking thing I saw yesterday, was someone trying to justify that match, saying, well, yeah, now Charlotte really looks like the hand-picked Vince McMahon, type, and now she's more believable because she's an 8-time champ, and now she's coming in with gold. Was anybody really, thinking, oh my god, we're gonna have to watch this triple threat? Fuck this. No! This wasn't for... The wrestling fan was on board. And you can't dissect this as a I know better than you wrestling fan, because we all knew this was going to be the goddamn main event for 6 fucking months. So it didn't need to happen. If you knew it was going to happen 6 months ago, that this main event was going to happen, where were you going? Oh, make sure Asuka gets rid of that fucking title, because she just can't. That's too heavy for her. The weight of that title is just too much, figuratively, for Asuka. I don't know what makes me more mad is the fools that are eating this up, the idiots that are justifying it, which is different from just eating it up, but the people that are out there vocally justifying it, trying to defend their own wrestling knowledge and to say they know more because they like this, or is it WWE creative? I'm at a loss, because I can't answer that question, because I want them all dead. Go ahead.
Real quick, Piper debuted on NXT UK. Pete Dunne and Walter signed contracts. Woohoo. Kona Reeves lost to Matt Riddle. Gargano and Adam Cole had an okay promo. And Aleister Black and Ricochet defeated the Forgotten Sons in a pretty fine match. And they're going to face the War Raiders. But I just want to get that out of the way, because I think this is the biggest talking point here, because we're not even at Kofi Kingston yet.
And for, we kind of knew Kofi was going to happen too. So, I mean...
Right. So...
this is it. We can talk about this for another 2 hours.
Are we going to find out that Asuka had she got some sudden injury, and with Mania around the corner, rather than have her on the bench, let's have her do a quick match where she doesn't get really hurt or really, worsen her injury, and just give it to Charlotte?
Then where was her booking before? Where was her championship match?
Whose?
Oh, Asuka. I'm sorry. Where was the setup for months for her defense of the SmackDown Women's
you're
title?
saying that, if this was an emergency situation, then, what the hell was the plan?
Yeah, exactly.
Because we had nothing. We had nothing for her. Yeah. Nothing. We didn't have any contenders.
Because the way I'm reading what you're saying is I was kind of reading you're putting that out there, but that's not really. So I was helping you answer it. But go ahead. Sorry.
No, I mean, you're bringing up a great point. They obviously weren't concerned about Asuka's booking for the months after. She kind of had a half-baked feud with Mandy. Not the worst situation ever, but, in-ring wise, you could see how Asuka's miles ahead of her. So it was just a mismatch, and so you could tell Mandy had no shot. It's just, I'm very excited. I guess maybe excited's even the wrong word. I can't wait to see what they try to pull come Tuesday to explain this mess that is Asuka's professional career in WWE.
Yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me, because she was already, because we're going to jump to Kofi here in a minute. She was already, I guess she'd already recovered from the devastating loss of her belt, because she was already one of the goofballs, cheering on the New Day in their gauntlet match.
Right.
So, I mean, she's already at a point where she's, just a prop. she's not a wrestler. She's a prop. She's a smiling babyface prop. Just part of, nothing backstage segments to, fill the screen so it looks like more people care in the locker room about what's happening out in the stage. So, just with my girlfriend today, we just talked about, what's happening at WrestleMania, and, the name Nakamura came up, and what's he up to, because she's, doesn't pay attention like we do. And she wanted to know why he's just not in a more prominent spot. And as of now, I don't think he even has a match scheduled for WrestleMania. Maybe he'll be in the Battle Royal. Pretty far fall from grace here, and I guess I'm just connecting him with Asuka because, the two of them...
Yeah, they won the Royal Rumble.
Both won Royal Rumbles. Both of them just, had our emotions in their hands for their entire NXT runs. And they're both just abused left and right on this main roster show. At least Asuka had a shot with some main gold. That U.S. title for Nakamura was short-lived, and it's the U.S. title. So, but I don't get it. I don't know what they want from Asuka. I don't know why they don't just get her a mouthpiece. I'm tired of rehashing this, Matt. We do this every week. We do this every week. We have mouthpieces for guys that we like. I mean, as far as WWE goes, not you and I personally.
Yeah.
God forbid, I guess they want AOP to succeed. They want, Brock Lesnar obviously to succeed. Bobby Lashley they want to succeed, but they don't give a shit about somebody like Asuka who's there every week busting her ass, and her reason for not being able to talk is that the English language sucks, and if you're from Asia, it's really hard to teach your tongue to make these awful English sounds. So their punishment is you never get to succeed. There's options for you, but we're going to use them on people who already speak English. So we're going to take your belt off of you on TV in a 10-minute squash. No, you're not going to participate at WrestleMania. Any further questions? All right, we'll see you in 2 weeks when the SmackDowns don't matter. Bye-bye.
When the SmackDowns don't matter. I mean, yeah, the thing that you're most right about is how we bring this up week after week after week, and we've got to listen to, like bad casting. How many times have we've brought up bad casting? What goes into casting is trying to make your best talent work, and it's one thing for me to argue that maybe there's bad casting with like a Bobby Lashley because his voice just is not intimidating. But for Asuka, she's just so goddamn talented in the ring. It just seems like it's such a waste to not want to use that and to not want to make your fans happy. And I know now we're touching a whole new territory. Like once we start talking about like making why doesn't the WWE like making the fans happy? And that is probably the most pathetic thing I've ever said on the show. But I think that's what it always comes back to is like just doing the old Batista. Give me what I want. Why can't? What do we have to do?
I don't know.
I think we all need to find Ric Flair, and like each one of us as wrestling fans, we're just gonna have to beat up the old man until we get what we want.
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?